But that moment I chose to do different, things happened. I improved. I got well, and I got well fast. The universe answered like that. Because, my friends, via free will, you have two different destinies. You can go this way or you can go that way. And the moment that you get in alignment with your higher self, the moment you choose via free will, I'm going to go down that darker path that's unknown where I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, but I can't live like this anymore. It's time for me to take a chance. When you take a chance on yourself, the universe answers. So what are you waiting for? Hello, Janna here. How you doing? So today I'm going to talk about the victim mentality, right? Why do people want to stay the victim? And do they even realize that they are? And how to go about getting out of the victim mentality? Because the victim mentality does nothing except you literally stay stuck where you are in life until you get rid of that mindset, right? But the victim mentality also sometimes, people don't even realize they're in it. For example, when I was really sick with Lyme disease, I was battling this illness before I even knew what I had for like a year, right? And I had doctor after doctor. And I'm just like, what's happening? What the fuck's going on with my body? Like, why me? The why me, by the way, that's the victim mentality. It's normal at first. It's normal when just something just fucking goes wrong. Yeah, shit day. It's one thing after another. The problem is that's okay for 24, 48 hours. That's okay at first. You just can't stay in that. Why me? Because that's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to solve any problems, right? It's not going to find the solution. You're just literally going to feel sorry for yourself for a long time. And I had that victim mentality because I really didn't understand what had happened. My life was flipped upside down. I thought I was healthy. I was gluten-free. I worked out all the time. I was never sick. Blah, 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 blah. And once I found out what was making me so sick, then it was like, why did I have to get disease where there's literally like nobody knows what to do to get well? So this went on for a few years. And then one day when I reached rock bottom, literally was about to take my own life. I looked in the mirror and I said, fuck you, Lyme. Fuck you, Lyme. You took over the wrong body and it's time to get the fuck out. No, I didn't know it at the time, but looking back years later, that's 11 years ago, looking back, I realized in that moment when I chose to say, fuck you, Lyme, I was choosing a fight. I no longer said, why me? I said, you know what? Enough. Fuck you. I'm not going to make my body a home anymore that bacteria can live in, can grow in, can thrive in. Fuck you. I'm going to starve your bitch ass out. And that's what I thought. And I literally said that looking in the mirror, which was not easy for me at the time to look in the mirror. From that moment forward, with that mindset, I had a fire lit within me. My inner warrior had come out and I was ready to fucking fight. I was ready to fucking win. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to feel like shit, I'm going to do it fighting. If I'm going to die, I'm going to go down fucking guns a-blazing, fucking fighting this fucking disease. But I'll be goddamned if I sit here and I fucking take it for another second. Because what kind of life is this for me to live like this? My children deserve more. From that moment forward, I started to fight. Now, I always wanted to get well from Lyme disease. Of course I did. I want to get well. I would do anything to get well. But my mindset wasn't one of fighting. But when I decided, not only do I want to get well, but I'm going to, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm tired of it, and I stopped listening to the negative, the naysayers, and I started tuning that shit out, and I started listening to my own body. I ignored some of the doctors. I did what the fuck I had to do. I healed myself 100%, and I would not be sitting here today without that. It wasn't, well, Janna, you were meant to get over Lyme disease. Some people just aren't lucky. No, that's a victim mentality. Let me tell you something. We all have free will. Before I came into this life, it was determined. I had chosen to go through Lyme disease as one of my adversities because it had tools in there sent to teach me, but I had to choose. So I had two paths to go through or to choose from when I was sick with Lyme disease. Number one, stay the victim, never get well. Number two, if I chose to fight it, I would win. And I would learn everything I need to learn to advance in life. But via free will, once I was in this life, born in this body, via free will, I had to make that decision. But it was up to me. But if I chose it, I would get over it. That's why I'm well. Because via free will, I chose to fight it and not to be a victim anymore. I learned something about the victim mentality. And why do people want to stay in it, right? Because that's what I think about. Why do people want to do that? Right now, I can look back on my own experience and other times in my life where I literally was like, why me? The thing is that when you say those things, you're attracting that energy. And so yeah, more and more shit happens because that's what you're attracting. You're not looking for the good. You're not trying to do better. You're not trying to move up and elevate in life. And so you don't. You chose and choose to stay stuck where you are. So you keep experiencing the same shit. But the other reason you keep experiencing the same shit is because the universe is trying like hell to get your stubborn ass to say, why does this keep happening? What lesson is there for me to learn? What do I need to do? What you showing me here? El Padre, God up above? So if the same shit keeps happening to you, start asking, what is it that's trying to be shown to me? What do I need to learn? And the moment you do that, it happens pretty fucking fast. And I wrote this when I was talking about why do some people want to stay in the victim mindset? You want more, you crave more, but you're scared, you're stuck. People stay in the victim mindset because it is easier to point the finger at other people and the excuses and the reasonings why, because it's where you place blame. It's easier to do that than to look in the mirror and just accept responsibility, accept your situation, and now say, what the fuck do I need to do to get out of this? But there's sometimes the victim mentality is in our personal relationships. It's in work, right? It's in our finances. And people like to stay in the victim mindset because if they are not in that victim mindset, it leaves no one else to blame other than themselves. And that is more than they can bear. The victim mindset allows them to point the finger. If they choose to not have the victim mindset anymore, they don't have anywhere else to point the finger. And that's exactly what it is. My friends, there's people who choose to stay in the victim mindset because they're scared to get well. But I get attention. People talk to me. I don't have to work. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I don't have to have a lot of responsibility because I'm choosing to stay the victim. People are scared to be independent. People are scared to take on responsibility. People are fucking scared to have accountability, independence. And you know what? It's sad because it's their one life and they stay stuck. They stay stuck. They become a drain and a weight on other people and in their lives, and that's no way to live. My friends, I'm going to keep this episode short today because I hear my puppies out there and I'm kind of wondering what they're chewing on, what they're breaking, what is now, not usable in this house. My son's been puppy sitting them while I was able to record a few episodes, but he has to go do some things that he had scheduled. And so, there's not much else to say about it other than the victim mindset's not serving you well. It's not. If you're not sure about that, ask yourself, well, where have I gotten? I can tell you when I had the victim mindset and I was sick with Lyme disease, I didn't get well. I got fucking worse. Nothing in my life changed. There were no improvements. But the moment that I said, no more, fuck you, Lyme, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, right? I wasn't the mindset expert. I didn't get it. But that moment I chose to do different things happened. I improved. I got well and I got well fast. The universe answered like that. Because my friends, via free will, you have two different destinies. You can go this way or you can go that way. And the moment that you get in alignment with your higher self, the moment you choose via free will, I'm going to go down that darker path that's unknown where I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, but I can't live like this anymore. It's time for me to take a chance. When you take a chance on yourself, the universe answers. So what are you waiting for? How much more time you want to go by before you want to live your best life? Where has it gotten you to just stay safe, to not take a chance, to not see, maybe I can get well? I don't care what the fucking doctors tell you. I was told I would be on thyroid medication the rest of my life. I was told you can't get rid of Lyme disease. It just lies dormant. I was told a bunch of fucking shit. And I listened because why wouldn't I? They're doctors. You know what? They're not God. They are not God. Miracles happen all the fucking time. Why can't they happen to you? Why can't they happen to me? They can, but you have to choose that. It's not going to happen with you sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. So get up off your ass, shake that negativity, get out of the victim mindset and start saying, you know what? What do I have to lose by by choosing to have a little faith. What do I have to lose by choosing me? What do I have to lose by choosing to think that maybe it can happen? Maybe I can fucking get well. I'll tell you what you have to lose: mediocrity, bullshit, negativity. So make the choice, choose, fight, get out of that victim mindset. You're better than that, right? If not, you're just going to have to keep having same shit happen over and over again. That's not enjoyment, you know? All right. A little something to chew on. Think about that. Let me know. Talk to you soon.